What one mistake ended your career? I was a trauma nurse for 9 years at Metro General, one of the busiest ERs in the state. Around 2 a.m., the automatic doors burst open and in walked my childhood friend Jake, completely wasted. Blood dripping from his left hand onto our freshly mopped floor. Jake looked like absolute garbage. His pupils were tiny pinpricks. He reeked of whiskey, and he kept swaying back and forth like he was on a boat. His hand was torn open pretty bad, probably from punching a window or something equally stupid. Deep laceration across his palm, definitely needed stitches. "Ethan, man, thank God you're here," he slurred, grabbing my arm with his good hand. "You gotta help me out, bro." I got him into Trauma Bay 3 and started cleaning the wound. Standard procedure would be tox screen, blood work, the whole 9 yards, especially with someone clearly intoxicated. But then Jake grabbed my wrist. "Don't run any tests, man. Please. I'm on probation for that DUI last year. If they find anything in my system, I'm completely screwed. They'll throw me back in county for 6 months minimum." I hesitated. This wasn't the first time someone tried to dodge protocol, but this was Jake. The same guy who let me crash on his couch for 3 months when my stepdad kicked me out at 17. Who drove me to nursing school interviews when my car broke down. Who was basically my brother. "Jake, I can't just skip the tox screen. You're obviously messed up on something besides alcohol. Come on, man. Just say I cut myself making a sandwich or something. Kitchen accident. You know I'm good for it. I'll get clean after this, I swear." Against every instinct I had, every rule I'd followed for 9 years, I caved. I logged the injury as an accidental kitchen cut and skipped the blood work entirely. Stitched him up, gave him some basic wound care instructions, and sent him home in an Uber. 3 weeks later, everything changed. A 16-year-old girl named Ashley came into our ER unconscious. Internal bleeding, possible brain trauma, the works. She'd been hit by a drunk driver while walking home from her job at the movie theater. The car had fled the scene immediately. Security footage from a nearby gas station caught a partial license plate. Dark blue Honda Civic. First 3 letters matched Jake's car exactly. When the cops showed up to question him about his whereabouts that night, Jake panicked and told them he'd already been at the hospital getting stitches. "Ask my friend Ethan, he treated me that night. I wasn't even drinking." The detective came to me the next morning. "Routine follow-up," they said. "Just needed to confirm Jake's story. No big deal." Except when the hospital's legal team pulled my documentation, they found no tox screen, no notation about intoxication, and a report that made it look like Jake had been completely sober during a simple kitchen accident. The timestamps showed he was at our ER during the exact window when Ashley got hit. The legal team immediately launched an internal investigation. It took them exactly 4 days to figure out what I'd done. Security cameras showed Jake stumbling through our doors, obviously wasted. My own coworkers testified that he was clearly intoxicated when I treated him. I hadn't just skipped a step in protocol. I had actively falsified medical documentation, made it look like my friend was sober when he was anything but. The hospital was now legally vulnerable because of my lie. Dr. Martinez, our chief of emergency medicine, called me into her office on a Friday morning. She looked exhausted. "Ethan, you know why you're here. The board reviewed everything. We have no choice." Even though Jake eventually confessed to the hit and run, it didn't matter. The damage was done. Ashley spent 2 weeks in intensive care and would need physical therapy for months. Jake got 8 years for vehicular assault and leaving the scene. I got fired immediately. The state nursing board revoked my license permanently. 9 years of perfect service, hundreds of lives saved, none of it mattered anymore. The worst part? Every hospital in the state knew within a week. Medical communities are small. Word travels fast. I couldn't even get a job as a medical assistant at an urgent care clinic.